Localization news you can use. Your daily dose of localization know-how for July 10th, 2025. A significant development is shaking up the literary translation world with the launch of GlobeScribe, a new UK-based AI-powered platform. It offers fiction translations for a flat rate of $100 per book per language. The founders, Fred Freeman and Betsy Reevely, state their goal is to make translation more accessible for authors and publishers. They claim that blind tests showed readers often could not distinguish between their AI's output and human translations. However, this launch has been met with immediate and strong criticism from the professional translation community. Translators argue that AI, in its current state, lacks the cultural, emotional, and contextual sensitivity required for the nuance of literary work. They stress that translation is not a mechanical process, but a creative and interpretive art form, a sentiment that current AI models cannot replicate, especially for complex source languages and cultural references. This debate ties into broader industry discussions about the capabilities and limitations of AI. A recent analysis highlights 10 specific areas where large reasoning models fall short in AI translation. These models, while powerful, often struggle with domain-specific terminology, consistently following complex instructions, and issues with latency, reinforcing the idea that they are not a one-size-fits-all solution. On the topic of implementation, a new podcast episode from Localazy featuring Julia Díez of McAfee suggests that the main barrier to leveraging AI isn't the technology itself, but the readiness of localization teams. The discussion points out that many teams are hampered by broken or outdated workflows, siloed communication between developers and linguists, and a lack of clean source data. The argument is that before AI can be truly effective, foundational processes must be simplified and improved. In a related vein, author Dave Birss posted an opinion piece suggesting that AI isn't stealing jobs, but rather that professionals are giving their value away by not adapting and evolving their roles in an AI-driven landscape. Looking at the technology providers themselves, DeepL has published technical articles detailing some of its underlying systems. One piece explores their use of design systems and reusable components to streamline development and ensure consistency. Another article provides a deep dive into Model-Centric Protocol, or MCP, an open standard that allows AI agents to securely interact with external tools and APIs, enhancing their capabilities beyond simple text generation. Lionbridge is also active in the AI space. The company is promoting its AI data collection services as a crucial component for training effective and unbiased models. They are also hosting an upcoming webinar titled AI Confidential, which will feature a panel of their experts discussing strategies for leveraging AI while minimizing risks, as well as sharing customer success stories. The industry also presents several opportunities for professional development and recognition. Prosy.com has put out a call for speakers for its events celebrating International Translation Day 2025, inviting experts to share their knowledge with the community. In a similar call for talent, Slator has opened nominations for its 2025 Language AI 50 Under 50, which aims to recognize innovative and fast-growing companies in the language AI sector. For those interested in leadership, Women in Localization is inviting members to a virtual event focused on transformational leadership skills. On the academic front, Routledge has released 2 new notable books. The first, Hispanic Pop Culture in Translation, is a coursebook designed to guide advanced students in translating pop culture texts, covering topics from dubbing and subtitling to censorship and DEI. The second, Translating Spanglish in U.S. Latinx Audiovisual Stories, is a collection of interdisciplinary essays exploring how Spanglish is rendered in various media, from TV shows to podcasts, examining it through the lenses of sociolinguistics and translation studies. From the professional community on LinkedIn, several discussions are taking place. Marta Castello shared a post on the hard truths of the current translation market, sparking a conversation about adaptation and value. Stefan Hay highlighted a trend of enterprise-level technology becoming more accessible to LSPs of all sizes, potentially leveling the playing field. And Werner Patel's initiated a discussion around translation rates, a perennially important topic for freelancers. In personnel news, we congratulate Ralph Jung, who has announced he is starting a new position, marking a new chapter in his career. Finally, for a bit of cultural enrichment, Multilingual Magazine has shared a global feel-good music playlist on Spotify, offering a collection of uplifting songs in various languages. Thank you for listening to this episode of Localization News You Can Use, your daily dose of localization know-how.